If you're watching this video today, there's something incredibly important that the universe is urging me to share with you. Right now, your person's karmic contracts are drawing to a close. This marks a powerful and transformative turning point in their life. For a long time, they have been bound by karmic ties that shaped their thoughts, actions, and even their choices in love. These ties once had a strong grip on them, keeping them trapped in patterns of manipulation, confusion, and avoidance. But that cycle is ending. They are finally breaking free from those old, restrictive energies that once held them captive, and this liberation is sparking profound clarity within them. As they begin to emerge from this fog, they are starting to see everything, and everyone, in their life differently, especially you. For the first time in a long time, they are realizing just how much your presence has meant to them. They are recognizing your value not just as a partner, but as someone who has played a divine role in their journey of healing and awakening. This realization has hit them hard, stirring deep emotions they can no longer suppress. They now fully understand how much they miss your closeness, your warmth, and the sense of safety that only you could provide. The distance between you is no longer something they can ignore. It's creating an ache in their heart that grows stronger with each passing day. What they are feeling isn't just a fleeting sense of loss, it's a deep, persistent awareness that something essential is missing. That something is you. The emotional turbulence they are experiencing is not random, it's the soul's way of guiding them back toward alignment and truth. Every pang of regret, every sleepless night, every memory that flashes through their mind is pushing them to confront their past mistakes and make things right. They are determined to return to you, not with empty promises or half-hearted apologies, but with genuine actions that reflect their true intentions. This time, they want to bring justice to your connection and give you the recognition, respect, and love you have always deserved. As they reflect on the past, they can no longer deny the truth. They see how they once juggled you with another focus, whether that was another person, a career, or a distraction that consumed their attention. They now understand how their indecision and avoidance wounded you deeply. The poor choices they made haunt them, the memories of those moments replay in their mind with painful clarity. They feel immense guilt and remorse for how they treated you, for how they dismissed your feelings, and for the confusion they caused. The weight of these mistakes has become impossible to ignore. It presses down on them every day, reminding them of how their actions once pushed away the very person who loved them the most. Your silence, in particular, has become a powerful force in their life. What they once saw as a simple lack of communication has transformed into an agonizing void, a mirror reflecting the consequences of their actions. Each moment of quiet stretches into what feels like an eternity, filled with uncertainty and fear about whether they will ever have a chance to make things right. This silence is not empty, it is heavy, meaningful, and deeply felt. It reminds them of the distance that has grown between you, a distance that they are now desperate to close. They are deeply afraid that you might not give them another chance. The fear of losing you forever has become one of their biggest motivators for change. Despite this fear, they are preparing to step forward and take action. They know that words alone won't heal the past, they need to be transparent, open, and honest. They are gathering the courage to lay their thoughts and emotions bare, hoping that when they do, you will see the sincerity in their heart. On a deeper, spiritual level, something else is happening too. The telepathic or energetic connection that once bound your souls feels weaker now. They can sense the shift, the once familiar feeling of your energy, your emotions, and your presence from afar seems to have faded. This loss of spiritual closeness is adding to their anxiety. For so long, they could feel you without words, they could sense your mood, your sadness, and even your love. Now, that bond feels distant, as though a thick fog has descended between your hearts. They are lost within that fog, struggling to navigate their emotions and unable to grasp yours. This silence on both physical and energetic levels leaves them feeling isolated, disconnected, and profoundly lonely. Their greatest fear is that you will never truly understand them, their choices, their mistakes, or the reasons behind their actions. This fear is made worse by the fact that they have never been fully vulnerable with anyone before. To open up, reveal their true self, and admit where they went wrong feels terrifying. Yet when it comes to you, something inside them refuses to stay closed off. There is something about your energy, your compassion, and your presence that draws out their authenticity. You are the one person who can see beyond their defenses. They can't help but want to be honest with you, even if it exposes their deepest flaws. They want to be part of your life again, not from a place of ego, but from a place of truth. They seek your forgiveness and long for a chance to begin anew. This journey they are on isn't only about rekindling love, it's also a profound path of self-growth and spiritual transformation. They are being forced to confront their shadow side, to recognize the patterns that once caused them to hurt others and themselves. Through this awakening, they are learning to understand the consequences of their choices and to take full responsibility for their behavior. It's a painful and humbling process. At times, it leaves them emotionally raw, uncertain, and afraid. But deep down, they know that this is what's necessary for true transformation. Through this inner work, they are becoming more self-aware, more empathetic, and more emotionally mature. They are learning to listen, not just to others, but to their own intuition and to the quiet voice of their higher self. At its very core, their path towards you is one of redemption. They are breaking free from the chains of their past, acknowledging their mistakes, and striving to become a better version of themselves. Their desire to return isn't rooted in nostalgia, it's a conscious choice to build something real, healthy, and lasting. They want to show through both words and consistent actions that they have changed. They want to stand before you as someone who has learned, evolved, and grown. Their wish is not simply to reconnect but to rebuild the foundation of your relationship with honesty, trust, and mutual respect. They no longer want to be the person who hurt you, they want to be the person who heals with you. Even though the future remains uncertain, their determination to make things right is unwavering. Yet your prolonged silence continues to test them. They are trying to stay calm and centered, but each day that passes without a word from you deepens their anxiety. They replay every interaction, every conversation, trying to pinpoint where things went wrong. Questions swirl endlessly in their mind. Have they hurt you more deeply than they realized? Did their actions make you lose faith in them completely? Have you already moved on? The silence is deafening. It echoes in their heart, amplifying their fears and insecurities. Every night, they lie awake, their mind racing with worry and regret. The uncertainty gnaws at them. They can't escape the haunting feeling that they've lost something truly irreplaceable. They fear that your energy has shifted, that your heart is no longer open to them, that you have turned your focus elsewhere. This thought breaks them. Each day without your voice feels like an endless stretch of time, heavy with longing. Your silence speaks volumes. It fills their heart with a weight of unspoken emotion. Over the past months, they have felt your energy pull away, as though an invisible wall has risen between you. You now feel distant, unreachable, existing in a parallel world that they can see but not touch. This realization overwhelms them, leaving them stressed, restless, and unable to find peace. They feel trapped in a haze of worry and sorrow, unable to escape the sense that they have lost something divine. They long to reach out, to send a message, to hear your voice again, but every time they try, the words seem to vanish before they reach you. They miss the simple things, your laughter, your conversations, the quiet comfort of just being in your presence. What once felt natural and effortless now feels impossibly far away. This separation feels different, it carries a finality that terrifies them. The warmth and intimacy that once defined your connection have been replaced by a chilling emptiness that affects them to their core. They can't bear the thought of losing you completely. No distraction can fill the void you left behind. They see your face in familiar places, hear your voice in quiet moments, and feel your absence in every heartbeat. They've tried everything to distract themselves, burying themselves in work, hobbies, and responsibilities, but nothing helps. The more they try to move on, the more they're reminded of what they lost. Every sunrise brings a flicker of hope that maybe you'll reach out, that maybe today they'll receive a message from you. But as the day passes and the silence remains, their heart sinks again. The fear that you've moved on haunts them relentlessly. It's not just about being alone, it's the dread of losing the one soul that truly understood them. They find themselves reflecting endlessly on how things could have been different. They are beginning to understand that their own blindness and stubbornness played a role in pushing you away. They are finally seeing how their actions, or lack thereof, caused you pain. If they could go back and change things, they would. Hurting you was never their intention, and the thought that they did so fills them with anguish. You meant, and still mean, everything to them. The idea that your connection might be gone forever is almost unbearable. They miss your smile, your touch, the way your eyes lit up when you looked at them with love. They miss the late-night talks that lasted for hours, the laughter that flowed so easily between you, and the peaceful moments when you didn't even need words. They miss every part of you, and it terrifies them to think they may never have that again. The silence and distance have become overwhelming. All they want now is a chance to talk, to hear your voice, and to begin healing the wounds that still linger between you. They are ready to do whatever it takes to mend what has been broken. They are willing to face their fears, to confront their mistakes, and to open themselves completely to you. But they also know that they can't do it alone. They need you to meet them halfway, to open your heart, even just a little, and allow them to prove their sincerity. If there's still a chance for you both, they don't want to let this silence be the ending. They want to talk, to rebuild, and to rediscover the love that once brought you together. You still mean the world to them, and losing you would be a pain they could never fully recover from. Everyone around them has noticed the transformation happening within. They seem different, more grounded, more determined, more alive. This change, they know, began with you. Your presence awakened something deep within them, sparking a profound inner shift. You have become their greatest teacher, the catalyst for their growth. They feel as though they have stepped back into life with renewed strength and purpose, ready to face whatever challenges come their way. This time, they are not just existing, they are living with intention. Looking back, they see how much they took for granted, especially the bond they shared with you. Your absence has left a void that no one else can fill. They now understand the depth of your influence, the way your love shaped them, and how foolish they were to believe that what you had could survive neglect. Yet amid all this pain, there is a silver lining, a divine opportunity for renewal. They are undergoing a process of purification, a spiritual rebirth. Every challenge they face now serves as a forge, shaping them into someone stronger and wiser. Through this struggle, they are shedding the old layers of ego, fear, and pride that once kept them stuck. They are learning the true meaning of love, one rooted not in possession, but in understanding and mutual respect. They embrace this transformation, knowing that it is through adversity that the soul evolves. And so, as their journey continues, they are emerging as a more self-aware, compassionate, and grounded version of themselves. They are ready to face the future, not as who they were, but as who they are becoming. A person shaped by love, humbled by loss, and strengthened by growth. A person who finally understands that true connection requires vulnerability, patience, and faith. Above all, they are ready to embrace the possibility of reconciliation, armed with the wisdom and courage to make it last. They know the path back to you won't be easy. But their heart is steadfast, their intentions clear, and their love unwavering. You have always been their guiding light, the one soul who saw their truth even when they couldn't see it themselves. And now, with everything they've learned, they are ready to follow that light home.